Hey everyone, you join me for a pretty impromptu video on the upcoming 2026 Cadillac Vistiq all-electric three-row premium luxury SUV that's going to slot between that of the current Cadillac Lyriq and that of the upcoming Escalade IQ. Now, I guess today was the embargo date and some media and journalists got early access to an event a number of days ago where they got a little bit of hands-on time with one of the vehicles in a pre-production form. Now, unfortunately, I was not invited to that event, but as of me posting this video, there's actually a lot of information that Cadillac has posted not only on the press websites, but also on the customer-facing website. So I highly encourage you guys, after watching this video, go check out some of that information yourself. Like I said, on Cadillac's website, if you guys are still curious or want to know a little bit more about the vehicle. Now today in this video, I want to run through some of those initial specifications that they have released, and I do have an exclusive first look at the full pricing across all four available trim levels, including the option packages and the colors that are going to be available. Now I do want to also run through some of the basic standard features and options that we do know from the information that they have posted. There will be more information released, as we get closer to launch of this vehicle into 2025. So make sure you guys stay tuned here on the channel. I'm sure I will be posting about this vehicle in the future, either with a hands-on look or, just the complete order guide itself. But without further ado, let's not waste your time. Take a look at some of the specifications, the standard and optional features, the trim levels, and of course that exclusive pricing information. So take a look at the upcoming Cadillac Vistiq. As I mentioned, this will slot between the Lyriq and that of the Escalade IQ, which actually I've seen a very early pre-production spec at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show. But running through some of the key specifications, this is gonna have the same exact wheelbase as that of the Lyriq, despite being a larger vehicle with a third row added on the interior. It's gonna be powered by dual electric motors as standard with 615 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque, and a Cadillac estimated time of 3.7 seconds, 0 to 60, using their launch control mode, which is very, very cool. Now, similar to that of the Lyriq, it's gonna use the same 102 kilowatt hour battery pack with roughly 190 kilowatt peak DC fast charging speeds, right around that 400 volt architecture, maybe a little bit less like some of those other GM Ultium products. Standard 11.5 kilowatt level 2 charging with available and optional, depending on the trim, 19.2 kilowatt level 2 charging with what I believe to be bi-directional capabilities. So the vehicle to home in case of power outages or stuff like that with the correct hardware, obviously mounted and installed in your house. But those are going to be some of the main, specifications in terms of hardware, battery pack, motor layout, stuff like that. I have heard that it's going to be an induction rear motor mounted on this vehicle, which might net out a little bit of better efficiency. And Cadillac is actually estimating themselves roughly 300 miles on a single charge, likely on the smallest wheel with the most efficient design, likely that base entry-level luxury trim level. But if that's truly the case and they get right around that 300-mile mark using the same battery pack as the Lyriq, that will be pretty class leading for the three-row SUV segment, which this vehicle is going to compete against. But they all are going to be within 20 or 30 miles of total range using similar sizes of battery packs. Now I want to dive into some of the standard features that we know are going to be found on all four trim levels, including that top Platinum Sport, which is going to be a late availability, but does get quite pricey, which we'll be discussing here in a second. So starting out with the base luxury, trim level that every single Vistiq will have these features included. Dual motor all-wheel drive, 11.5 kilowatt AC charging. Super Cruise is going to be standard, as is HD surround vision camera system. Heated and ventilated with massaging front seats, heated second row outboard seats, panoramic dual pane sunroof with power sunshade, and a third row fixed glass roof, standard on every Vistiq. Curved 33-inch LED display with Google integration, 23 speaker AKG audio system with Dolby Atmos, very, very cool. 21-inch diamond cut wheels with medium Android finish and carbon flash inserts. Choreographic exterior LED lighting, intelligent climate sense 5-zone automatic climate control. Pretty cool to see that. 2 8-inch diagonal LED display centers, 7 USB-C charge ports, sport suspension with continuous damping control, which is a semi-active design using the damper itself. 126 color LED tri-zone ambient interior lighting, so maybe all 3 rows have different ambient lighting, or I'm not sure how they've divided up that 3 different zones. 2 front row wireless charging pads, 5G Wi-Fi hotspot capable, and 18-way power driver seat and passenger seats with driver seat memory. So those are going to be all standard across every single Vistiq, including that entry-level model at roughly the $79,000 price point. Now coming into the luxury optional features, so these are the optional equipment that we know will be available on that base trim level. It's going to be second row captain chairs for 6 passenger seating, 19.2 kilowatt level 2 AC charging, as well as a black roof depending on the exterior color that you do choose. So those are going to be the things that Cadillac has mentioned is going to be available as options, which I do have the pricing information for that, which we'll cover in a little bit. Now moving up to the sport trim level, this is going to be technically one step up, but very similar in pricing, just with different appearance and cosmetic changes over that luxury trim level. So it's going to include all the same features that I did just mention as standard, including the premium audio system and whatnot. But in addition to those luxury standard features, it's going to be the unique sport grille design, gloss black roof rails, gloss black moldings and window surrounds, obsidian chrome and gloss black accents, body color door handles, and 21-inch diamond cut wheels with dark Android finish and high gloss black inserts. So those are going to be the changes that you're getting with the Sport. Like I said, very similar feature set, very similar pricing, just those changes in appearance. And the exact same Sport optional features, including captain chairs for 6 passenger seating, 19.2 kilowatt AC charging, and black roof, are going to be available as options also. Now moving up to the premium luxury standard features, this is going to be where things get not only much more expensive, but you're going to get a lot more of the differentiating features maybe from that of the competition or what one might expect with a premium luxury vehicle of this kind of stature. So it's going to include all of the same standard features from the base entry-level luxury and is going to be on top of that air ride adaptive suspension with continuous dampening control, active rear steering, second row captain chairs for 6 passenger seating, exclusive phantom blue Nouveau Luxe seats with custom quilting, open pore tan wood trim, and ambient backlit color door accents, suede microfiber headliner and trim, augmented reality heads-up display, night vision, 22-inch diamond cut wheels with polish and high gloss black finish spokes, and 19.2 kilowatt AC level 2 charging, likely with the bi-directional capability as standard. So those are all going to be the premium luxury features that Cadillac has provided. I'm sure there might be a handful of additionals that do come with that trim level in specific over the base model. But there are still going to be a couple optional features, including black roof, again, depending on the paint color, and 23-inch reverse rim wheels with bright polish finish as an available upcharge if you guys want that on top of the premium luxury features. Now finally moving into the Platinum Sport, which is going to be a late availability trim. This is going to go even further than that of the premium luxury that I did just mention. So it has all the same standard features and includes these in addition to the Sport and premium luxury that I just mentioned, including air ride and whatnot. It's going to add unique platinum front and rear lower fascia, body color, wheel surround, and rocker moldings, Brembo brakes with black calipers and Cadillac script, exclusive Kona brown or jet black Nouveau Luxe seats with custom quilting and open pore black ash trim, black roof, 22-inch reverse rim with polish and dark Android finish spokes, deluxe carpeted floor mats, and there are going to be, believe it or not, a couple optional features which just come down to wheel design, it looks like, as 22-inch reverse rim wheels with satin graphite finish or 23-inch reverse rim wheels with high gloss black finish are going to be available for upcharges, which I do have that information, which we'll go over pricing here in a minute. So as you can see, there's going to be not only a good amount of standard equipment on the base entry-level starting price point, but it does have a lot of nice premium features that you'll find typically in the gas Cadillac models, including the Escalade, the upcoming Escalade IQ. It looks like they're going to be making their way down into this model as well. Now we do have access to the colors and everything like that, so I am gonna list the colors that are gonna be available, and I will insert an image up on the screen of that color off of the website in which Cadillac has provided. So the colors available, again, I'm not sure if this is across all trims or just certain trims, but the colors that are gonna be available no matter what are gonna be a Emerald Lake Metallic, Nimbus Metallic, Stellar Black Metallic, Celestial Metallic, Radiant Red Tint Coat, Opulent Blue Metallic, and Argent Silver Metallic. Those are going to be the colors that will be available on the Vistiq. And like I said, that black painted roof will be available with select colors and select configurations for an additional $600 upcharge. And it is worth noting that the only free color is Argent Silver Metallic, as of me looking at the pricing schedule here. So pretty interesting choice, but you have to have one free no cost option, and that looks like it's going to be the Argent Silver. So with that information in mind, let's not waste any more time and get to the information you guys are probably most curious about, and that is the full pricing information for this vehicle. So the base luxury trim level will start at $78,790, including destination. The Sport will come in at $79,290, and those are going to be the two, entry level, more affordable options for this vehicle. Now, it is worth noting that the $80,000 price point is currently the cap for the federal EV tax credit, not including destination, just the MSRP of the vehicle. And it looks like both of those two, even with maybe one or two options, are going to qualify under that $80,000 price point. And it will be interesting to see, if this vehicle qualifies for the full 7,500, half the credit, or what eventually ends up happening as we learn more information. But moving on to the premium luxury, this is going to come in at $93,290, and the Platinum Sport is going to come in at $97,890, again including destination, with no additional colors and or wheel choices. So as you can see, there's a $19,000 spread or so between the base model and the Platinum Sport. And yeah, that is quite the spread, and you can get basically a nearly $100,000 Cadillac Vistiq 3-row fully electric SUV if you're looking to spend that kind of money. So competition will be fairly stiff, especially given that some of the competitors to this vehicle are priced very similarly or just a hair less, depending on which configurations you are comparing. Now, getting into some of the more specific optional equipment pricing, the charge module comes standard on the two upper trim levels, as we know, but is available as an option on the lesser one. That will be $1,480. We have the 6-passenger captain chairs will be $800. The black painted roof I did already mention at $600. And some of the alloy wheel choices will be $1,600 or another $1,000 upcharge for the 23-inch high gloss black wheels if you're looking for that. So the wheel options are actually not that expensive or much of an additional upcharge over that of the standard wheel available on those select trim levels. But taking a look at the color upcharge, this is going to range anywhere from free $625 all the way up to $1,225 for the Radiant Red Tint Coat, which is interesting that that color in specific is going to be the largest upcharge and about double that of some of the other choices within the lineup. But again, all this will be up on the screen if you guys want to follow along and or pause the video to take a look at the pricing. So that is, I think, pretty much going to do it here for this video on the 2026 Cadillac Vistiq 3-row all-electric luxury SUV. You guys love to let me know your thoughts and opinions on this information down in the comment section below. I'm sure I have B-roll laying and playing over this video. I just want to provide this initial quick information out there for you guys because I know this is a little bit more detailed information than that of currently what is available on YouTube, at least from what I saw initially after the embargo dropped. And hopefully, like I said, again, you guys finding this information valuable, helpful in your search if you're looking for one of these vehicles here over the next, 6 months or so, or whenever these actually release to dealerships. I don't know if Cadillac's actually provided an exact timeline on availability, but I would assume sometime maybe in Q2 next year. because this is going to be a 2026 model year vehicle, not a 2025, with which the Escalade IQ is going to be rolling out very, very shortly. And of course, we have the Optic as well, which is a compact two-row SUV sitting below that of the Cadillac Lyriq, which is also going to be a 2025 model year at launch. So those two should be at dealerships before this vehicle, but again, there is some a little bit, timeline differences and stuff like that, which I'm sure GM has that information known to them. So, some of the competition coming out, there's going to be a Genesis three-row electric vehicle, which we don't know all that much about. Ioniq 9, we should know more about very, very shortly in the coming weeks. Might not be a direct competitor, but should be kind of a premium mainstream offering. And then we have the EX90 Volvo, which we do know that exact pricing. That will be coming out very shortly and matches the overall pricing schedule not too far off. It does come in I think a little bit more expensive to start, but is a little bit cheaper on the high end of things, as long as you don't select every single option package. So overall, there's going to be some stiff competition. Pricing for the Cadillacs not that far off that of the competition. But again, we will have to wait and see, get hands-on time, and of course, drive and test the vehicle to see exactly how it stacks up. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video and or found something helpful, hit that like button below, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out some additional content that I have here already posted on other vehicles within Cadillac or GM's lineup, including a Blazer EV road trip, which I know that vehicle was on initial build software and did not go as expected, but is still a very helpful video in the long run, with charging infrastructure, range, efficiency, everything like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As always, I hope to see you guys in the next one.